Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker and members, I wanted to speak for a few moments about a very frustrating outburst that was mine yesterday. It was in House Business and Labor, and frankly, I would say endured about 6 important bills rushed through in an hour and 3/4, with time limits on those who were presenting and questions somewhat discouraged. And as we adjourned, I just sort of spontaneously had an outburst, irresponsible and absurd. Irresponsible and absurd. This morning I apologize to the chair. I certainly did not mean that personally, but I think it's something we ought to be thinking about. And that experience was compounded just a little bit later when I'm in healthcare. And we're talking about a very important bill, the Advance Directive. And if my memory serves me correctly, we heard from 8 time-limited witnesses. A little over 20 minutes, we were ready for a vote. This is a very complicated bill. In 1993, when I served in the Senate, I spent 3 weekends and untold hours working on that bill. We worked very hard to come to a bipartisan compromise. Far from perfect. It needs updating, I agree. But you know, it has lasted 25 years. And suddenly we're ready to move it out on a partisan vote, 6-5. I don't think that's the way we ought to be doing business. I think while we need to update it and while we need to take care of business, we also need to take the time to hear what people have to say. And if these bills are not ready to get out, then we need to send them to the next session. This is the short session. I guess I'm remembering that the short session was sold to us on 3 principles. One was that we would confine our work to technical fixes. Number 2, minor issues. And 3 would be budget adjustments. Ladies and gentlemen, I am concerned that we're getting well beyond that pale. And we're not giving fair consideration. It's, in my view, our responsibility to be thorough and offer quality work to the public. And rushing, restricting testimony, and restricting questions is, I'm afraid, from my perspective, irresponsible and absurd. Thank you for your time.